Hey YouTube, it's your girl Mystery. Coming to this video to give a shout out to men who are raising someone else's child. And when I say that, I mean um, you taking on the task of raising another man's child because he, for whatever reasons, is not there to do the job. Um, First of all, let me commend you for those of you who are doing that particular job. It's not easy. Um, I know from experience that it's not easy, but God has blessed me with a man who raised my daughter as his own. Just he's never um, I don't know how to say it, but he's never looked at her as if she wasn't his. Um, Saying that to say this, that he treated her as if, you know, that was his blood daughter. And he's always done that. He's been there since she was about 18 months old, 18, 19 months old. We got married when she was 2, but of course we were together a while before that. So, and we've been a family ever since. Um, It's not that I didn't try to contact her dad or anything like that. He chose to do whatever he did in his life over her. And that's the way I perceive it. And that's the way I feel about it. And to me, when you make a choice to do your own thing rather than be there for your daughter or your son or children, period, that's a choice you make as a human, as an adult. I mean, there are absolutely no excuses that are acceptable to me of why you can't be there for your own child, regardless of the mother, regardless of any of that. You, I mean, if the mama giving you problems, this and that and the other, there's always the judge, there's always court. Take her hind parts to court. You do what you got to do as a father, as a man, to make sure you are in that child's life. You have say so in that child's life and the things that go on in that child's life. You know, you got to step up as a man and force it. You have to force it. If you have to, I mean, I'm not saying do it illegally. Force it through court. Force it through a lawyer. Just force it. Don't sit back and say, well, the mama won't let me do this. Or I don't get along with the mama. The mama this, the mama that, the mama this, the mama that. That's bull crap. And I ain't going for it and I ain't falling for it. Don't believe it. Because if you really, 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 really want to be in your child's life, there is always a way. God will always make a way. Always make a way. Always. Always. But when you choose drugs, other women, running the streets, whatever it may be, if you choose that over your own children, you have to live with that for the rest of your life. And believe you me, I, being a child that has been through this as a child, will resent your happy humpots every time. They will resent you for not wanting them. They think you don't want them. They think that they're not good enough. It's a whole lot of levels and feelings and things that you as fathers have no idea how we as the children feel. And I'm 41 years old. Well, I will be 41 in 2 weeks. And I feel like my father didn't want me. He has made no efforts to be in my life at all. So why should I, why should I? Why do I have to make the first move? I'm the child. I don't care how old I am. I'm still the child. You're still my daddy, you know. So I I I beg you to be in your child's life. I beg you to be in your child's life. But by whatever means that you chose to be out of that child's life, I commend those men who have stepped up and are raising another man's son or daughter. I commend you to the highest command that I can give a human, because it's not easy, and it's a special blessing. It's a special blessing to do that, because God saw something in you that He's allowing you to help raise that child. So don't abuse it, don't misuse it, don't take advantage of it, because believe me, it's a blessing. It's a blessing. It's a blessing to be used by God to help raise one of His little angels. It's a blessing. It's a blessing. And I thank God that He sent one in my life to help me with my daughter, and I didn't have to be a single parent for long. So, for all you men who are doing another man's job, don't boast about it. Don't get all pride up about it and all of that, because that's not what it's about. It's about the child. It's about the child. And I commend you for doing it. I commend you for stepping up. I commend you for wanting to see that child with a father figure in their life, whether it's male or female. It doesn't matter. It's still a child. And you would never believe how blessed you will be, and how God is going to bless you for taking the initiative and doing it, choosing to do it. Because a lot of men can say, hey, she got a child, I don't want to deal with that daddy drama, this and that and the other. But some of you chose to say, hey, I love this woman, so I love her kids, or I love her child. And I'm going to stick in here, and I'm going to come in, and I'm going to do what I got to do, you know. And for those who are in that situation and feel that you're overwhelmed and you really can't do it, I urge you to seek God in that situation. Because if you are not supposed to be there, you can ruin the life of not only the mother but the children as well. So if you really feel that you shouldn't be here, that you shouldn't be doing it, then I commend you for being honest, being a man about it, and stepping up and say, you know what, I thought I could do it, but I can't. This is just a little too much for me, you know, and move on. Move on. But make sure you explain to the child what you're doing. You're not just stepping out and leaving them, you know. So back to what I was saying about stepping up and raising someone else's child. It's very hard, especially with a certain age group. Thank God my husband was there at 18 months old. So he got to be there from molding stage on, he got my daughter off the bottle, out of Pampers, out of sleeping in my bed with me, So he was a good father. He was a very good father. And he loves her. He calls her his baby girl. There's nothing in the world he wouldn't do for her, you know. And he would always tell me, he was like, Riri, F him, F him, F him. We don't need him. She don't need him, this, that, and the other. And then he want to come back and surface back like he the big daddy and, I'm your daddy and this and that and the other. But if you ain't been there for 18 years, then you not the daddy. You not the daddy. You the sperm donor. Might as well went to the clinic and got it. But, unfortunately, I did what I did, and she's here. You know, she was here. She's here to stay. So, life goes on. But I really, really commend you, brothers, who are raising someone else's son or daughter. Don't give up on them. No matter how hard it gets, don't give up on them. But if you really, really feel you can't do it, then please be honest with yourself, the mama, and the children, and move on. But those of you brothers who are staying and toughing it out and doing what you got to do, I highly thank you and commend you. If don't nobody else tell you thank you and I commend you, I'm telling you from the bottom of my heart. And Miss Reed thanks you. Thanks you. And ladies, there's some good men out there that's willing to help you, that's willing to love you and your children. But y'all got to stop saying that I'm the mama, I'm the mama, I'm the mama. You the mama. But if you want that man to love you and that child, you got to let him come in and do what he needs to do to reprimand that child, to do what he needs to do to be the father that child needs, and not the mama that's spoiling him or her. You see what I'm saying? Now, y'all might get mad with Miss Rhea about that, but that's okay because it's the truth. It's the truth. And Miss Rhea love y'all. And brothers, I commend you, brothers. I really, really do. I commend you to the highest commendation I can give you as a human, God bless you. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm going to keep pushing and praying for you, brothers. I love you. Miss Reed, love you. See y'all later.